Hello, welcome to today's WordPress training class. In this video, we're going to be looking at how to use the WordPress to manage your content on the system. Now, like we already established, WordPress is a content management software or a content management system. In other words, you can use it to manage various types of content to build your website or your app or your blog page, whatever it is that you want to build. You can use WordPress to do that. So today we're going to be looking at the various tools in this system that you can use to actually build your website and also design your website. All right, we'll be looking at the various tools, their features, how to use them. First of all, we'll be familiarizing ourselves with the WordPress dashboard and how to use the various items on the dashboard and work from there. And then we'll now look at the various items one by one and how to actually use each and every one of them to manage different types of content while building and developing our website. So now I'm going to jump right into my screen as I walk you through the process. So come along. So welcome. All right, remember we're still working locally. All right, we in the previous lesson we learned how to install our local server, a local web server, so that we can work as though we are online. All right, right now we're going to go into our WordPress site locally, local hosts. Okay, there you are. So like I said, we'll be working with the WordPress today. And the first thing we're going to do is to familiarize ourselves with the dashboard. As you can see on my screen here, I have the dashboard on display with all the items and uh, tools and boxes that you have all over here. Now, the first thing you see here on this dashboard is a panel wherein you have various links. Right, the text here says welcome to WordPress. We've assembled some links to get you started. So with all these links, you can do quite a lot of things on your WordPress system. So the first blue button you're seeing right here is a link you can actually use to customize your site, like it says there. When you click on it, it takes you to the front end where you can actually change some things. Now underneath here, you have changed your theme completely. So you can actually use the link here to change the theme of your website. The theme of your website is actually the framework that gives it its appearance. So that can be changed, can be customized. All right. So coming to this other side, you have write your first blog post. So this link, you can use it to start writing your blog. This one says add an about page. All right. About page is one of the pages you have on your website. Is the page where you put the information about your business or your company. All right. So you can just get started with that right here. And this one says set up your home page. The home page is the landing page. It is the first page that people see when they come to your website. So with this link here, you can set up your home page. Now here it says view your site. Okay, you can just click here and it will take you to the front end. All right, we have other links here that you can use to do other things. This one says manage widgets, manage menus, turn comments on and off, learn more about getting started. So here you can get more information from the WordPress website about how to get started. And we have other boxes here. This one is site health status. So from here, this one gives you a preview of the health of your site, whether you have any issue on the site and all that. And this one says at a glance. So right here, you can get a snapshot of the items at the front end of your website. Here we have one post, one comment on the post, and then one page. Okay, and here is the version, the current version that is running of the version of WordPress that's actually running. And this one is the theme that you have there. Okay, now underneath here we have the WordPress event and news. Okay, from here you can actually get news about meetups, WordCamps, and news. All right, this is actually from the WordPress community. WordPress has a global community of developers and users. All right, so you can get information about all that. And here you have activity. This shows you an overview of the activities that you have on your front end. As you can see here, we have a blog post here, hello world. And under that, you have links to approve the comment, reply, edit, spam, trash, and view. All right, as a user or as an admin, you have the privilege to be able to do all that from here. And then this box here is quick drafts. With this one, you can actually quickly create a post, all right, that you are not willing or ready to publish immediately. Maybe something just came at the top of your head and you just decided to start working on it, all right, and you stop somewhere along the way. You can just save it, all right, save as draft, to come back and continue it later on. All right, so that's basically the items here. And then another thing we need to know is that we could actually change the layout of this dashboard here, change the format of things or the position of different things. For example, this large panel you have here, if you don't want it here, you could just click on dismiss and it goes off. All right, and if you want to bring it back, you just click on this screen options and then you check this welcome box here. See, it comes back. Right, so all these boxes, these check boxes you see here, they represent all these large boxes down here. So anyone you check or uncheck, the boxes will either appear or disappear, as the case may be. All right, so the same thing with all this one. You don't want this site health status here. You just uncheck. All right, it goes off. You check it, it comes up back. All right, another thing you can do is that if you don't want to remove them completely, or you just want to collapse them, you can just click this arrow here and it collapses. Same thing with this. You click the arrow here, it collapses. All right, so you can actually change things here. This one you can just fold it by clicking here, it goes up there. All right, so another thing you may be able to do is that you can change the position of these various boxes right here. For example, you don't want this one to be here, you could just move it, all right, from that position where it is and bring it right here. Okay, this one you want to move it out from here, you can just carry it from this position where it is, okay, and bring it right here. You want it to come down underneath this, all right, you could either move it, all right, or you just use these arrows right here, this one pointing down, and click on it. You see it comes down. All right, the same thing with all this. So you can move all these items the way you want and arrange it the way it suits your preferences. Okay, now coming to this far left side of the site, you see different uh, features here. All right, this one is the home, which is where we are at, and this one says updates. Okay, that gives you updates of the version of WordPress that you have on, and maybe the plugins and themes that you have on. Then this one is the posts. This one is the media, the pages, the comments, appearance, plugins, users, tasks, settings. So you could actually play with all these collapse menu. You could play with all those items right here. Everything you need to actually work on your website using this WordPress software is made available to you on this dashboard. And the ones that are not here, you could easily download them and install them, all right, as plugins. Okay, so having familiarized ourselves with the dashboard, we're going to go right into content management. Now we're going to see how we manage the various contents that we have on the WordPress software. Remember, WordPress is a content management software. All right, so we'll see how to use the various items that we've seen here to manage different types of content and actually create different things using this WordPress. Okay, so let's move over to the next lesson. Welcome to lesson number 2. Now in this lesson, we're going to be looking at how to manage posts and pages. Right, a post is a content on a blog page, and a page is also a content or a box on the website. All right, in WordPress we actually have 4 different types of content. We have posts, we have links, we have users, and then we have comments. Okay, pages are a different type of posts. All right, it's just that the difference between a page and a post is that on a post you can have comments and you can have some metadata. We'll see that shortly. But on a page is just a standalone a box on itself with some items on it. It doesn't have comments because it doesn't really need it. Okay, so now let's look at what differentiates a post from a page and how to manage both posts and pages using your WordPress. Okay, so if we move over to our front end, right? When I go to the front end, you just come here, visit site. All right, this is our front end. As you can see, this is how it looks. So this is the post. All right, I see hello world. This is the title of the post, and on the post you have the published dates, the category of the post, and of course you have all these other things here, recent comments. Okay, so that is an example of a post. So that is an example of a post. All right, but if you want to see a page, let's go right back to our dashboard. So right here on our dashboard, we'll come to this place saying page and just click on it. All right, it opens up the pages that we have right here. So we have a sample page here, we have another page here, privacy policy. It's a draft. So these are pages that you can see here. Okay, so first and foremost, let's look at posts. So if you want to see the post that you have on your WordPress, you just come here and click on posts. So it opens up the posts we have here. You can see we just have one post here, hello world. All right, and underneath you have the link to edit. You have quick edit, you have trash, and you have view. And over here you have the author of the posts, and you have the categories, and of course you have the tags and the comments, and also the date for publishing. Now, like I was explaining, this is what differentiates the post from the page. A page doesn't have all these categories, tags, comments, and all that. A page doesn't have that, but a post does have it. So if you want to see the post, you can just click on view. It goes straight to the posts. You can see that. You can see that here. All right, it says hello world, welcome to WordPress. This is your first post, edit or delete it. All right, so you can see the published dates, the category here, and the comment here. Right, the name of the commenter and the comments, and then it says leave a comment. So this is an example of a post. Okay, so we'll go back to our dashboard. Let's see other things here. If we want to probably edit the post that we have here, we can use either quick edit or edit. Right, if we click quick edit, it just edits it at the back end here. All right, but if we don't want to do quick edits, here you can change the title, the slug. Right, the slug is actually the name that you have, that you will find on the browser. Right, the dates, published dates. All right, then if you want it to be passworded, you can put the password, then the category, the tag. And if you want to publish, you can save it as drafts if you are not yet publishing it, right, or pending review, or published. Right, then here you can update whatever changes or whatever edits you have actually done. All right, so we'll go back now. Now that was the quick edit. If you want to use the edit, you just come here, click on edit, and it takes us to the front end. Okay, so here we are on the front end, where we can actually edit. If you want to change the title here, okay, could actually change it here, and also the content of the post, we'll just click on it. All right, and change it, add or remove from the post. You can see this layer up here where you can find tools. This layer up here, you can find tools, various tools that you can use to do what you want to do. If you want to uh, add a block to the posts, you could just uh, click on this. All right, it brings up another block for you to write something right on it. Okay, now on this other side, if you want to update, you come here, you click update. All right, it saves whatever it is you have just done. Okay, now on the other side, there are some other things that we can actually do with a post. All right, here it says we can change the visibility. All right, and we can move it to trash. And here is the slug. Like I said, the slug is the name that you see on the URL, and you can actually change it here and edit it here. See how it appears. Okay, now if you want to view it, you can just click on this, and you see that's what you see there. Okay, and here we can determine the category. If you want to add new category, we'll just click add category, and here is the tag. You can add a tag, right? And also you can put a featured image on our posts. Right here you can have an image above the post or below it, depending on the kind of theme that you're using. And right here you have excerpt. Right, excerpt, you can put excerpt. Excerpt is more or less like a summary or an abstract of the post that you have. Let's say, for example, we just have one post here, but if you have several posts that are listed here, okay, all the content of the post will not be shown, all right, on the list. The thing that you will see will be the excerpts. That's something like this, right? A summary or the first part of the post, right? And when you now click on the post, it will now open up all the content. So that's what we mean by excerpt. And then here you can either allow contents, right, or disallow it. If you want to disallow, you just uncheck. Okay, so let's say, looking at the front end, we have comments right there. We have our comments right here. Looking at our front end, we have our comment. But if you want to disallow comment, what we have to do is just uncheck this box and click on update. Then we'll go to the front page and refresh. So when you come to the front page, the only comment that you see here is the one that was already there. Okay, no other comments can be posted on that post. Okay, so this is more or less all that you have there. So when you come to the dashboard, let's look at other things here. Here you have trash. You can trash it. If you don't want it anymore here, you want to remove it. All right, you could just click on trash. It takes it away from here, but it doesn't totally delete it. all right, from the database, it only takes it to the trash, all right? It takes it to the trash. And if you want to undo, you can just click here, undo. Okay, see, it has come back, all right? Want to trash it, just trash it. Takes it to the trash. You see, it's no longer there. But if you want to still see it, you can just go to the trash here and click on it. You see, this is the trash, all right? You can either restore it or you delete permanently. If you click on delete permanently, it deletes it from the database. But if you want to restore it, you just click on restore. So if you want to restore it, just click on restore and it comes right back here. Okay. So the next thing we're going to look at is the categories and the tags. So if we want to create a new category for our posts, we just put new cats, and the slug is the URL. You can put description there, all right? You can just click on add category when you are done. So you can see a category here, new cats. The slug is new cats. That's the URL, as you can see. Okay, so that's it. So how about tags? Let's see tags. The use for categories and tags is maybe you have a blog page where you are talking about different subjects. Okay, maybe you're talking about food, and at the same time you're talking about travel. All right, you're talking about physical fitness. Okay, so you can use different categories and different tags to make it easier to navigate your site and for someone to actually find what they are looking for. All right. So we're going to name this tag, right, as new tag. Slug the tag. Then we come here, save. You can see it is done right there. So let's go to our posts. So here's our posts. We come to category, you have new cats. All right, you see the post is right there. So if we want to create a new post, we could either use here or come here, add new. All right, or we could use this button here. So let's use this button here, add new post. So here you can add so right here you can add your title, my new posts. Then you come down to this block here and add your content. So that's that. right here you can edit what you have here for the block. You can change the font size. Here we have typography. You can make it large, or you could just use custom color here by reducing or enlarging it. You can reset it to what it was, okay, or you could undo or redo right here, okay. Large. For the color settings, you can change the color. Highlighting, custom color, blue. Let's say we use blue. You can see it right there, blue color. Text settings, you can use a drop cap, or we can change it. So that's for the block. For the page, you can change the visibility, whether public or private or password protected. We can determine that. All right, do it at public. Then we can change when to publish it, whether to publish it immediately or to publish it at a given date. You could just input that. Then the format is standard format. Okay. Now we could decide to make this post sticky, all right, by using this box here. Stick to the top of the block. Then just click it. Irrespective of the number of posts you have on the blog page, if you check this, this particular post will always be on top. All right, even if after 5 years and you have so many posts there, this particular one that you checked will always be sticking to the top. Okay, then you can move it to trash. Here's your permalink, and here's your view posts, and then you have the categories that we put. Is new carts. If you want to add it to a particular category, here you will have all your categories. All right. For example, if you're writing about travel, you have it here. You're also writing about food, you have it there. You're writing about physical fitness, you have it there. So different categories, and people can just select the particular post that they want to read based on the category. All right. You can also set featured page for your posts right here. Okay. And then when you're done, you can publish. Right? So you can publish it. Say view posts. Now these are new posts. These are new posts right here. My new posts. Okay. Or let's go back to the dashboard. Posts. So here we are on the dashboard. You can see it here, my new posts. So that's all for posts. Let's go to pages. Now, when you come to pages, is similar to the posts. The only difference is that on the page, like I said before, you don't have the comment, you don't have the metadata and all that. So if you want to preview, you just click on preview. This is a page now. All right, you can see the page right there. Okay, so if you want to trash it, you can do the same thing like we did in the post. Just click trash. Quick edit. Quick edit simply means editing it at the back end here without having to go to the front. All right, the title, you can change the title, the slug, you can password it. Okay, and then you can publish, update. Okay, so same thing with this sample page here. You can view. That will click here, or we'll click on this view. One is sample page. This is another page entirely. We have different pages on a website. It could be about page, it could be home page, it could be address page, it could be FAQ, frequently asked questions. So different pages like that could appear. So and you could work on it differently using all the tools and the features you have right here. Now, if you want to create a new page, the same thing, you either come here, click on new, okay, or you go over here, come down to page and click on it, all right? Or you come here where it says add new, you just click on it and you can add a new page. It's as simple as that. Okay, so we'll just click on any of this to add a new page. Let's click on this one, add new. So it takes you to the front end. Takes you to the front end here. You could just add the title, a new page. Okay, and you come here, just add content. Right? So here, when you come over here, you will have those same tools as was in the case of the posts. Here you can determine what happens in the blocks, as this block and this one. All right, here you have paragraph showing you that it's paragraph there. Then the typography, if you want to edit the paragraph, for example, the font size of what you have here, you want to edit it, you can just change it here to normal, or you could put it large, as you can see, or you could just easily change it here using the number. Okay, and if you want to take it back to where it was, you could just click on reset. Okay, so here the line height, and also here you can change the color. You don't want this color, you can just change the color here, custom color. We want red, we just choose red there. You can see it's changed. And text setting, if you want to use drop cap, you could just change that over there. And advanced, you want advanced, you want to use an HTML anchor, but all that one is not necessary for us. Okay, now that's for the block. Then for the page, the entire page itself, you could change the visibility Here visibility, it says public, and you can change when you want to publish it, either to publish it immediately or to uh, publish it at a later date. You actually set the date when it will be published. All right, and you want to move it to trash, you can move it to trash right here. And the slug, you can see my new page, right? That's the slug there, and the permalink, which is the name it will have in the URL. And here you have the featured page. You can set the featured image. You can set a featured image for your page, right? For you can bring an image up here, okay, from the media. We'll look at that shortly, how to manage media content. And then right here, you can allow comments or disallow it. Okay, like we said, pages usually don't have comments. It's not a standard format for pages to have comments. So that one is unchecked by default. Okay, so when we are done, you could just go ahead and preview in a new tab before we publish. Okay, so this is a preview. Then if you're okay with it, just go back and hit the publish button. Tells you visibility is public, you're publishing immediately. Okay, then you just go ahead and publish. So it makes it visible to the world. All right, you can view page or copy link. Then if we go back to our dashboard, you could actually see it there and see my new page. You can see my new page right here. Okay, so in this next lesson, we'll talk about how to use the WordPress editor, which is called Gutenberg, to edit different types of content. All right. The other one we did on posts and pages is just to show the functionality of the different items that we have there. But the WordPress editor Gutenberg is a very, very brilliant item that can do a lot of things. Okay, so let's move over to the next lesson where we'll learn how to edit different contents using the Gutenberg WordPress editor. So now let's look at how to use the WordPress editor, all right? The WordPress default editor to edit content. The editor is called the Gutenberg, okay? So like I said, the Gutenberg is a brilliant item, a tool on the WordPress software that you can use to do a whole lot of things. Okay, so now let's look at this post that we created and see how we can edit it using the Gutenberg. So here we are on this new post we created. Now let's see how we can use the Gutenberg to edit it. If we want to add a content or add a block to the post, we just come here to this plus sign here and click on it. Now it brings out different block types on the WordPress. You can see there are several of them right here. Here you have paragraph, you have heading, lists, classic, quotes, okay, table, verse, and coming to media, you have images, you have gallery, you have audio, media and text, you have file, cover, you have video. Coming down to design, you have buttons, you have columns, you have a group, you have separator. Coming to widget, you have shortcut, archives, calendar, you have social icons, latest posts, all sorts of blocks that you have here. These are all tools that you can use to design your website. Let's say if you want to add a new block, and let's just choose a heading. So you can see right here a new block is created. Okay, you can just go ahead and type something there, right? And coming to this side, you could change a lot of things about that. Here's the heading. You could make some changes here about this particular block. Okay, here's the typography. You could change the size by highlighting it, change it to large or extra large, or you could use the numbers here. Okay, could also change the color. Right, you can see it's changing. We want to use a custom color that's not there, blue or red, right? It's changing. And if you want to give it a background, you change that. That's the entire block. Change that. Okay. So you could change the text itself, you could change the text color, you could change the background color, right? And you could put additional CSS class, all right? But let's leave that. Okay, so all those things you can actually do right there on this left side. And if you want to add another block, let's say, and you can see up here, you could also change these things here. You change the size, the text size here, H1, H2, H3, H4. All right, you could change that there. You could make it bold using this. You could italicize it, right? You could turn it into a link right there, all right? And here you could do the same thing, changing the color, okay? And then you can duplicate it, right? Duplicate the block right here, and you can decide to change the position and insert another block right there. Undo. Okay, you could move it All right, so different things, or you could remove the block entirely. Okay, so you could actually do several things right here using that uh, using this tools you have there. Let's change the color back to what we had. So we could actually play around with a whole lot of things right here. All right, want to add another block to this, can just click on this plus sign here. Let's say want to add columns. You could choose 2 3. Let's add 3 columns here. All right, so and in each of these columns we can also decide to add blocks, right, by clicking inside of each of them. Let's say for this one we could decide to add, for this one we could decide to add heading, right, below, right. We change the color here. Is blue, and on this one we could decide to add maybe a quote. Creative design. Right, decide to add a quote there. To change the heading, change the color. Or make it red. That's color. Okay, now on this one we could also change the size here. Remember, could change the size, so could change anything here, large, all right, small, but let's leave it as large. And on the third one we could decide to put something else. If we can't see enough, we could just say browse all, opens it all up, and we could just decide to put a paragraph, right? So here you can say, just type something. Welcome to my site, right? And we'll highlight. We could change different things. Extra large, okay? So when we are done, we could decide to publish it. All right, remember, you can make it sticky using this. You could change the permalink if you want, and then the category, all right, can add a new category here and add it to the category and put a tag. You can decide to put a featured image, and then the excerpt, all right, and then allow comments or disallow it as the case may be. So when we're done, you can just hit the update button. Now it updates. So let's preview it in a new tab. Okay, so here we have our posts. All right, you have the body and you have the contents that were put here on this block. Okay, now another thing that we need to know, you can also change the position of these different blocks here. Let's go back to, you can change the position of the blocks here. If you want it to come down, you can see this bottom arrow, all right, and you move it down. You can see it has come down, all right. Same thing with this. You want it to come down, you move it down, all right. You want this one to go up, back, move it up, and you still want it to go up, move it up. So let's take back this one. All right, so in that way you can change the size, you can change the appearance, you can change the position of the content and the blocks you have inside your post. And if you want to remove a particular post, you could just click on it, then you go to remove block, right? See that is gone. If it's this one you want to remove, you just click on it, you go to remove block. All right, anyone you want to remove, you could just do that. All right, so that's basically all there is to it about posts and using the Gutenberg editor to edit your posts. Now in the next lesson, we're going to see how we manage media content, all right, talking about images and videos. Okay, so come along. So in this lesson, we're going to be looking at how to manage media files, all right, talking about images, talking about videos, all right, and all forms of media files on your WordPress website using your WordPress software. Now the WordPress software can accept almost every kind of media file, all right, with the exception of very few, but generally the common media files that you would want to use in the process of developing your website can be very well accommodated in your WordPress. So coming over here, you just click on media and it will open up. Yeah, it opens up our media section. You can see I already have two media files here. I have a picture, an image, and I have a video here. All right, so if you want to add a new media file, you can either use this add new, or you come over here. All right, so let's try to add a new media file. It will bring up this box here. You either drag a file to it, you drag and drop, or you click on this select file over here. All right, it opens up your system where you could actually put something there. So let's use this image. Okay, you can see it uploads it right here. All right, and if you want to add another one, can just still do the same thing. It uploads it right there. Okay, when you're done, you can just click on this and that box goes off. So if you want to see the image you have added, you could just click on it and it opens it up. All right, you could see the image here. All right, and on this right hand side you could see the description of the image. Here you have the file size, the file type, the file name, all right, uploaded by yours truly, and the date. Okay, and then you could also add an alternative text to your image. Let's say uh, you might be looking for the image and it's easier for you to just type the text into the search box and it will bring it up. Let's just put this as hotel view. Okay, then you could put title, you could put caption, description, and all that. All right, now if you also want to edit it further, you could click that. It opens up in its own page. Okay, so we'll go back here. Now when you're done, just close and it goes back to the media library. So now let's see how we can use images on posts and pages. So let's go to our posts. Let's work with this, my new post that we created initially. Okay, here we are. So if we want to add an image on this post, all we have to do is click on the block, click on this plus sign right here, and then come to this block here on our Gutenberg editor and click on image. So it opens up a box where we can bring in image. We can either upload a new image, or we choose image from our media library, or we insert a URL that can take us to that image. So let's choose from our media library. You can see upload files, media library. Click on media library. It opens up the images we have on our media library. So we just click on the image we want, shows here, and then insert. You can see it has inserted our image right here. Okay, that's inserted the image. If you want to add a text under, you could just do that. Okay, so here you are. So you could come right here and change some things. You can see the image is looking somehow oval in shape at the sides. All right, so you could make it rectangular in shape. All right, you could thicken the borders, or you could give it a frame depending on what you want. All right, I think this one looks just cool. Okay, so that's how you add an image to your posts. And also, if you want to set an image as a featured image on this post page, you could just click on it. So choose this. set featured image. So this is what you're going to see at the top when you open the posts. Let's update. Let's see a preview in a new tab. So you can see we'll have our featured image at the top of the post, and then right here we have another image which is part of the content of the posts. All right, so this is a featured image right here. This one is more or less like a descriptive image, okay, that describes what the post is all about. Okay, all right, so that's it for post. How about a page? Let's see how we use an image on a page. I will go to pages. Now let's select this sample page right here. So here you are. If you want to add an image here, all we have to do is just you could just click on the add button there and click on image. So it opens up this box, and we'll go to media library, and then click and insert. Okay, that's added image right there. So if you want to set a featured image for your page, you can do that as well. You come to set featured image, click, you come here, set featured image. So here you are, so featured image. Then you can update. Then let's preview in a new tab. So there you are. This image is now a featured image on your page, standing at the top of your page. And then you also have this one inside the page, which is as part of the page. Okay, so that's all there is to it about managing media files on your WordPress software. In the next lesson, we're going to be talking about how to manage post comments. Okay, so come along. We're going to look at how to manage comments on our posts as well as our pages. All right, so let's go to our posts. So right here we have these two posts here. So let's look at this one right here, hello world. So coming to the front end, you can see this post here. Now we just have one comment for this particular post right here. Okay, so if you want to leave a post, this is where you can leave if you want to leave a comment, rather, this is where you can leave your comment and then post comments. So for now, this is just the comment that there is right here. So as an admin, you have the privilege of editing the comments on your posts. Right, you can go edit, you can edit the name, you can impute the email address and also the URL, as well as edit the content that is there. Okay, all right, so let's see how we can leave a comment and how it actually is on our back end. So I say yes, here, post comments. You can see, as you can see, my comment has now come in here. All right, yes, I'm here. Now it's possible as an admin to also reply to a comment. All right, you can reply to a particular comment. You are welcome. So as an admin, you can edit comments and you can reply to comments. All right, now let's go over to the back end and see what it's like. Come down here, you come down here, you go to comments. Okay, so you can see the various comments that are on our website. This one is the default comments, this one is the one I posted, here I am, and this one is the reply. Okay, now for this comment, you can either unapprove it. If someone posts a comment, you could unapprove it, you could reply, you could set it as spam, or you could trash it. All right, so this comment here is unapproved, so I can either unapprove it or approve it, but let's approve it by clicking on it. All right, so it's now approved. Let's go to the front end and see what it's like. Open the post. Here you are. You can see, yes, I'm here. All right, so you can do just what you want with the comments that you have on your site. All right, so that is for comment on a post. How about comment on a page? Basically the same thing. Comment on a page is basically the same thing as it is on a post. So let's go to pages. Let's check this sample page. Okay, here we are. Let's see if the sample page can allow comments. All right, fine. It can allow comments by checking on the box like we saw initially, and then updates. So let's preview now. All right, here we are. So you can see, since we have permitted the page to be able to collect comments, it is now possible for someone to read our page and leave comments. So let's add one. Great. Read. Okay. Post comments. So as you can see, our page now has a comment on it. Okay, you can reply, can edit the comments. All right, so that's all there is to it about comments on posts and pages. So now we're going to look at how to manage widgets and the positions that widgets are on your website. All right, so widgets are actually tools that you use to manage different things on the website. So to look at that, we'll just go to the front end first and foremost, so we can see what a widget is and what a sidebar actually is. So coming down here, these things you are seeing here are what we call widgets. Okay, for example, this is the recent post widgets, this is the search widgets, this is the recent comment widgets. All right, now depending on the theme that you are using, you could have different formats for these widgets. Okay, and you could also add or remove widgets. Now this is called sidebar. All right, it doesn't actually matter the position where it is on the page, right? Whether at the bottom or at the side, but they're usually called sidebar. In some themes, you'll find them by the side. In some others, you'll find them at the bottom. All right. So we have the widgets, all right, inside at the sidebar area. Okay. So now let's go to our back end to explore the widgets that we have. Explore the widgets that we have. You come to appearance here, come down to widgets. Okay, now these are the various widgets that we have available on our site, and these are the ones that are at the front of our site. Okay, here you have the search, you have the recent posts, and you have the recent comments. All right, now these ones are not yet there, so if you want to put anyone, we can just put them from here to there. And these ones are actually inactive sidebar. These ones are not used. All right, so what we need to do, let's say for example we want to add archives to our widgets. We just carry it from here and put it right here, and we can actually title it. Okay, show post counts, display as drop down. So we could display it as drop down, save, right? So we're done. Now if we go to the front end, let's see our front end. You can see here my archive, the widget is there, right? And you can have it as a drop down. You can just click on this to display which months you want to see the archive. All right. So when we go back, we can do the same thing for virtually any type of widget at all. So we can do the same thing for any type of widget at all. If we want to remove it, we can do the same thing we did before. Not to delete it, because if you delete it, you might delete the settings. So if you don't want it anymore, all you have to do is just carry it the way you carried it out before and come down to this unused, inactive sidebars and put it down there. Okay. So anyone you want to add there, let's say for example calendar, you can just come here and place your calendar right there. Same thing, my calendar. And the settings will also vary from widget to widget. You can see this one is different from that archive. All right, that one doesn't have a display as drop down menu, all right, or number of counts. It's just the title that you can give to it. So we'll save. Done. Now let's go to the front to see. So here we are at the front. You can see our calendar right here, right, has been added. Okay, so any widget you want to add to give your site or your page a particular look and feel, or to be able to have some advantage on the site, is very, very allowed on WordPress. All right. So if we go back to our dashboard, widgets, so you can see, right? And if you want to collapse it, you can do that. If you want to remove, expand it, you can as well do that. You can put as many widgets as you want to have on your front end, depending on your preference and also depending on the type of theme you are using. So that is about it on widgets and sidebars. Welcome. So now let's look at how to manage the theme, the menus on our WordPress website. Now, the beautiful thing about the website is your ability to be able to navigate from one part of the site to another. And that is what menus help us to do, to be able to move from one point of the website to another. All right. So let's see how to manage menus on the WordPress website. Okay. Just come to appearance and menus. Here we are. So currently we don't have any menus on our website. Okay, so we'll just create some menus right here. Come here, click create menu. First of all, we'll add a name. Let's add my menu. and create. You can see we have a menu there. So now let's go to the front end and see. Now you can see that there is nothing here yet added because we didn't assign a location to the menu we just created. So let's go back. Okay, so here we are. Let's assign a location to our menu. Display location. Let's put it on primary menu. It's either we pull it from here and click save menu, or we can come to this top here, manage locations. So right here we have two locations for our menu. We have the primary menu, we have the secondary menu. So we have our menu here, my menu, in the primary menu, right? So save changes. Now after creating our menu, the next thing we'll do is to add pages to our menu. Alright, because the menu is meant to help you navigate from page to page on the website. So we come right here where we have pages, and these are the pages on the menu on the website. So we can now we'll add home and add sample page, add to menu. Alright, save menu. Okay, so let's go to front end. So here you are. You can see we have our home page and we have our sample page on the menu. Okay, so they're displayed right here. Now we can also change the position of this menu, right, from the top to the bottom. Alright, we can put it on the footer instead of being on the header. Alright, so we just go back and change that. Alright, so all we need to do is just come down here and go to manage locations, and we come here where it says select a menu. For the secondary menu, we click my menu, save changes. So now let's go to edit menus. You can see it is right there, secondary menus. So let's go to our front end and see. So we already have these ones here at the header. Now let's go to the footer. You can see they are also there at the footer. Alright? So if we decide that this is the place we want our menu to be, we can now go ahead and remove the one that is from here. So let's go back to our dashboard, or you can just go straight to menus from here. So coming right here, I'll just uncheck the primary menu. All right, and click on save menu. Okay, so let's go to our front end. As you can see, our menu has been removed from the header right here, but the one here still remains. All right, so that's how to uh, create and manage your menus on your WordPress website. Now let's move on to the next lesson where we're going to learn how to customize your website. So far we've been looking at content management, all right, but beyond content management, you can use your WordPress software to customize and design your website. All right, so let's see how we can do that. Hello, welcome to this segment. So right about now, we're going to look at how to customize our WordPress website. And this is a very, very important aspect of using WordPress to design our website. So far, we've been looking at content management. How do we use WordPress software to manage content? But what actually makes WordPress unique, okay, is your ability to be able to create, all right, to be able to design things based on what you really want, to be able to take things from the way they are and create it the way you want, change the look and feel, change the appearance, and all what not have you. So that's where customization comes in. All right, so in this video, in this segment, we're going to be looking at how do you use the WordPress software to customize your website and actually give it the look and feel that you really want. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do right now is to hover over the appearance, and then you come down here to customize, and you click it. Okay, so here we are. All right, so right here you can see various items at the left hand here, and over here you can see the front end of our website. Okay, and this is the beautiful thing about using the customizer on WordPress. Initially, when we're doing content management, you manage the content at the front end from your dashboard, right? When you want to see how it looks in the front end, you now have to go to the front end, and then we'll just keep going back and forth like that. But using the customizer, you can actually change things from the same page and just see as it is happening, all right, which we are going to be looking at now. So whatever you do right here, you'll just be seeing it as it's happening here in real time. Okay, so right about now, let's just look at how to use these various items on this side of the window. So the first thing you have here is the title, all right, of our website. It says you are customizing Create WordPress, which is the title of our website. And then down over here, you can see the name of the theme. It tells you active theme, which is the name we have here, all right, and you can, of course, change it here by just clicking change, all right, and you change it. So we'll come to that, later, how to use themes on WordPress. Now, coming over here, you have the site identity. So the site identity is your site title, right? It shows your site title, the tagline, and also the site icon. This is from where you can actually change them, and even your logo. Okay, so you want to select a logo, you just click here, and it brings you to the media library. Okay, if you want to use a picture that is not already in your media library, you just go to upload files. Okay, and you select, so it takes you to where you can actually select a logo. So you just take this. Okay, so there it is. You can select, and you can crop it. All right, you can move it around, crop it to the size that you actually want. And you see that you say crop image, or you skip cropping. Okay, you just go skip cropping, and see our logo has come right here, and over here you have the logo. All right, so we have a logo there. Okay, all right, so we have our logo up there and running. You can see, as like I said, whatever you do right here, you just see it there immediately on your front end. Okay, and whatever change you make, you see this publish button here. You can just come there and click on publish. That's the way to save your work using this customizer. Okay, you publish it, you save it by publishing it. Okay, now if you want to remove the logo, maybe you don't like the logo you put, you can come here, click remove, all right, or change it. So if you just click this one, see it goes out. Okay, it goes out. So but I will not save it. I'll just leave it that way. So if you want to put it back, just go back there again, select it, keep cropping, and we have it right there. Okay, now here, use the site title. In this box, you can put your site title. So our site title is already there. If you want to change it, you can change it right here, or you can just come here and click on it. Okay, click on this pencil that you are seeing here. See, as you hover your mouse over it, see what it's telling you. It says click to edit this element, or you can just click it. As you click on it, you see it brings your blinking cursor over here. All right, all the pencil icons you are seeing here, they are actually indicating to you that you can edit anything from here by just clicking on the pencil. Once you click on it, it will initiate the editing process at this side. Okay, you can see all this pencil stuff here shows that you can edit them. All right, so that's for the site title. The next thing is a tagline. All right, the tagline is um, like a mission statement, whatever that you usually that you can attach to your business name. For example, when you hear MTN, everywhere you go, right? Or LG, life is good, all right? So that is what you call your tagline, okay? So we have our tagline here, okay? Then on this place, you see display site title and tagline. So you can see it is checked. That's why you have it displayed. But if you don't want it displayed, you can just uncheck it. See, it has gone out. All right. So once you check it, it comes back there. Okay. So the next thing we have here under the site identity is the site icon. The site icon is this small picture you're seeing here. All right. So if you want to select it, you can just click on it. It takes us to the media library. Okay. Like I said before, you can always upload if you don't have it in your media library. Okay. So let's still use this. Select. Let's see. Select. Okay, so you can see the challenge we're having there is the picture we're trying to select does not match with the specification. You can see it says site icon should be square and at least 512 by 512 pixel. So the picture we're trying to select does not meet with the specification. All right, so if you want to put a site icon there, you must ensure that it meets with that specification. Okay, so when we're done with this site identity, you can publish. And then let's continue. The next thing here is colors and dark mode. So as you can see, you can change the color here. So select color. You can see here, this is the color of the background we have here. Let's choose something else. You can see as you click on the different points on the color layer here, it changes the color we have on the background. See, so click on a different place, it changes it. So you can actually customize it to match your brand. All right, the color of your company, you can choose whatever color is there. If you want to put it in dark mode, you just click this and it brings it in dark mode. All right, or you can uncheck it, it changes. Okay, so we can just do this. All right, so when you're done, you publish, you go back. The next thing there is background image. Background image, as you can see, we don't have any image on the background here. Okay, so let's see. If you want an image to be on the background, you just go to your media library. Let's try and select that, choose image. So you can see it has placed that image on the background. All right, has placed the image we selected on the background. and you can use any image to put on your background. Quite nice, right? Okay, and you can right here you can move, you can change, you can remove it, you can change the image. Okay, if you don't like the image that is there, all right. So here we have default, fill screen, fit screen, repeat, custom. So right now it's on default. If you put it on fill screen, it changes, right, and fills the screen. So the image is not moving, all right. It's just the items on the screen that is moving. Then you can also change it fit to screen. You can see it's fitted to screen. Okay, you can choose another one, repeat. So it's not fitted to the screen, but it's just repeating itself. Okay, and then custom. You see that? So I think I like this fill to screen better. Yeah, I think I like this. So here it says image position. You can use these arrows right here to change the image position. This one is to the left, this one is to the right, this one brings it down, all right, this one moves it diagonally. Okay, so you can do whatever you want to do there. Okay, I think just remove it. So if you want to remove it, just click on the remove and it removes it. All right, so publish. So let's go back and continue. The next thing there is menus. Menus. So you click on it. It's just like we worked on the menus when we're doing content management. So from here you can actually work on the menus that you have, right, which is this. Remember how we changed that? So if you want to create see your menu, you can just click in my menu. You can see what we have on our menu. We have our home page, which is this, and we have our sample page, which is this. If you want to reorder it, you click reorder. Right, so you could take this up. So it has reordered it. The sample page came before the home page, and you can also bring it down. The order changes, and you click done. All right. Now, if you want to add an item, you can just click add item, and your different pages comes up here. Remember, menus are place holds for different pages. So, and we actually use it to facilitate navigation or movement from one side of our site to the other. So if you want to add a menu, you can just come here and add another one. Let's use this, my new page. So you see it has added there. Okay. So you can see here my new page that's added there. All right. Now also we can change the position of this menu, all right, from here. Now if we want this to go up instead of down here, we'll just come here and uncheck this. See, it has gone out from here, and then check this primary menu. So when you go up, you see it has come up at the top of the page. All right, so that's for menu. You can actually change it from here. When you're done, publish to save it. All right, let's continue. Now if you also want to view the menu locations, you can view it from here. Okay, now that's my menu, right? So on the primary location now, All right, you can also change it from here. All right, let's move on. And the next thing is widgets. Remember, we worked on widgets before. So the widgets are this items you are seeing here. They are tools that you can use to do different things. This one is for searching your blog posts. This one is another widget that tells you the recent posts. Recent blog post is the calendar widget, and this is the recent comment widgets. Okay, so you can also change them from here. All right, now you edit each one by clicking this arrow down here. You can give it a title right here and search. You see, it has changed. You want to give it another title, it has changed. All right, you can remove. You don't like it, all right, you can just click remove. See, it removes that search from there. All right, it removes it. And if you want to add it back, you just go to add the widget, and it brings out all the widgets you have. Let's look for that search. Look at it right here. You click on it. See, it has brought it back. Okay, and another thing, you can actually reorder the position, all right, from here by just clicking reorder. All right, so you remember this one was up somewhere initially, so we can move it up and still move it up. Okay, that's come up right here. If we still want to move it up further, see, it has come to the normal position it was before. So you can do all that right here. So whatever one, when you are done with the reordering, you click done. All right, and anyone you want to change, just go there, change it. All right, for example, this one is okay, this is the comment, recent comment. All right, you can change the title here, and you can also select or change the number of comments that you want it to show right here. Okay, so when you're done, click done. So that's all there is about the widgets here. When you are done, you click on publish. We continue. So the next thing is homepage settings. Homepage settings. So right here, the only thing you need to do is to choose how the homepage is displayed. All right. Do you want to have your latest posts, or you want to have a static page? Okay. For example, here we have the latest posts as the home page, but if you want to change it, you just click on the static page. All right, so you select which of the pages you want to be there. All right, home page, you can select which of the page. Let's say, for example, my new page. I select that. So you can see that's a page we created. It is now the home page. So that's all there is about this home page setting. You can choose which page you want to display as your home page right there. So here you have your latest posts. All right. So when you're done, publish. But let's change this to static page. All right, publish. So the next thing here is excerpts. excerpt settings. Now, what you have here is on archive pages post show. Pages post show, right? What do you want to have as excerpt? Remember, I would say excerpt is like summary or abstract for your blog posts. Okay, when you see the list of your posts, it doesn't show everything, but it will just show that summary, all right, that somebody can read, and if the person is interested and want to learn further, they can now open it. All right, so do you want a summary or do you want the full text as your excerpt? But summary is always better, so we'll leave it that way. And the last thing there is additional CSS. All right, this one is when you want to add some little coding, all right, to your site, but this is beyond the scope of this course for now, so we're just going to leave that. All right, and then one more thing is that right here you have different views. You can see these three icons here. This one is for desktop, this one here is for tablets, and this one here is for a mobile phone. All right, so if you want to see the view we have here is how it appears on desktop, because we're using the desktop right now. All right, if you want to see how it appears on a tablet, you can just click on it. See, it reduces the size. And if you want to see it on a mobile phone, you click on that one. It shows you how it will appear on a mobile phone. All right, so you can see the different views on different devices. All right, so there is one more thing I'd like to show us. Let's just see. Okay, now coming to this publish. All right, if you click on this icon you're seeing here, it will bring different options for publishing. Either you publish immediately, or you save as draft if you don't want to publish immediately, or you can schedule a particular date that you want it published. Right, maybe you have made your changes and you don't want to publish it immediately. Maybe you want to publish at the beginning of the month. All right, so that your clients or your audience can start seeing your change at a particular time. You could schedule it, set the dates, right, and time that the change is going to go live. All right, so that's what you do right here. Okay, so let's publish. Click publish immediately, publishes it immediately. Okay, so that's all there is to it about customizing. All right, so in the next segment we're going to be looking at how to work with themes. So I'll see you. So welcome to this segment. Now we're going to be looking at themes. So what are themes? The theme is like the skeleton, right? The skeleton in your WordPress website upon which you start laying your content. All right, the theme gives your website its look and feel. It gives it its appearance, and of course, you can change from one theme to another. In WordPress, you have access to hundreds of themes, right? Several hundreds of themes, and if you want other themes, there are several other locations apart from the WordPress website that you can get any kind of theme that you want to give your website the kind of look and feel that you want. All right, so In working with themes, you just go to appearance, right? And you click on themes. So here we are. Once you do that, it brings you to the themes page. As you can see, these are the themes that we have currently on our installed WordPress software. Right? Right here, you have the one that is active. You can see active 2021. Okay, and of course, you can just go ahead and need to customize it immediately from here. And you have other ones here. Okay, so if you want to change the theme, right, that you currently have, what you have to do is to come here. Let's say we want to change the theme we have to this particular one, 2019. Is either you activate it immediately if you already know about it, all right, or you can click on this live preview to get a preview, all right. Alternatively, you can just come here to click on theme details. Once you click on it, it will just show you the details of the theme, all right. A snapshot here, and the name, the author, and then a little overview about this particular theme. All right, so you can either activate it if you like it, or if you just want to see it first before activating it, you click on live preview. All right, so you can see it has changed the look and feel of our website. All right, it has changed the look and the feel of our website. What the theme actually does is that it changes the entire layout, right? It changes the font size, the font type, even the spaces in between the font and the different elements, right, on your website. So a whole lot of things can actually change when you use a new theme, all right? So now that you have seen the this particular theme, if you think you like it, you can just go ahead and click activate and publish. Right, so it has activated it, and if you change your mind and say you want to, right, you don't want it anymore, you can just come right here to the customizer here. So you can see the previewing theme is this new one we have put here, 2021 2019. All right, if you want to change it, you can just click change here. It takes us back to the theme page at our back end. All right, and then you can now look at another one. Let's see this other one. This one we're previewing. You can check out this one, themes detail. All right, let's see live preview. Here you go. So you can see it has changed it, the appearance of our website again. Are you seeing that now? It has changed the appearance again. Okay, so if you like what you're seeing here, you can just go ahead and activate it. All right, but I want us to use the 2019 that we have here. Okay, this is it. So all right, this is it. So to save it, you just come here as usual, you click publish. All right, it is published. So you can see right here we have everything uh, on our page here. Okay, now if you want to exit from the customizer, you just click on this button right here. All right, it brings us back to our back end. Okay, now all right, so let's say for example you don't like these themes that are here, you want to use another theme. Okay, you can add more themes to your WordPress by coming here. You see add new. All right, you can see add new here, so you click it, or you come down here, you see this add new and this button here, you can click on this. Okay, so once you click on it, it brings you to the themes directory in the WordPress website, which is actually attached to your software already. All right, so from here you can now look for the particular theme that you want. All right, based on how it is, and then install it. Okay, look at this one. You can preview it. So it shows you, clicking preview shows you the details of it. And if you want to install it, you just come here, if you like it, and click install. So now after installing, it will ask you to activate. So you just click on activate. All right, so it has actually become active. After installing it, you'll see that it is added to your theme's page, right? And then you can activate it. So let's go to the front end and see how it looks. You can see that actually changed everything, right, on our website. Front and everything we have here has been changed. So let's go to the back, the dashboard. All right. Okay. Now another thing is, if you don't want to use the themes in your WordPress website, you can actually go to the WordPress.org, all right, and choose you can come to the WordPress.org website, all right, and you come here and click on themes. Okay, so you can see those themes right here, and if you wanted to load more, you can click on load more to load a whole lot of themes. Now some of these themes are free, all right, and some are commercial. So you could choose your filter here. All right, you could choose the popular one, you could choose the latest. All right, and you could also add filters depending on what you want. You can add some filters, all right, by clicking the features that you want your theme to have. You just, all right, click on randomly. Okay, as you click, apply filters. So it will bring up the themes that have the specifications that you have actually selected. All right, so once you see the one you like, you can just go ahead and either you download it or you click on the more info to give you more info. All right, let's see this one. Click on download. So download it, it goes right into our system. It's downloading now. So once you have downloaded it, you see the file right there. So let's just refresh this. You could choose to upload the theme that you have installed directly from your themes page by coming to this place, clicking upload theme, right? And you come here, choose file, and you go to your downloads and look for the theme you just installed. Let's look for it, Sky Spotlight. Okay, here it is. So it now comes here, then you click on install now. Okay, installing the theme. So here it is, it says theme install successfully. If you want to view it, you can click live preview. Here we go. So you can see the preview of the theme we just installed now. You can see the name there, Skyspa WordPress theme. You can see the colors have changed, the font size, everything has changed. The position of the widgets, everything has changed. So if you want to activate this, you can just go ahead and activate it. All right, and this particular theme has a pro version. So if you want to get the pro version, you can click here, get the pro version. All right, so let's go activate and publish. And go back to our dashboard. Okay, here you are. So that is about how to uh, change your theme and install your theme on your WordPress website. Now, one more thing, if you want to get more themes, all right, or more complex themes, because the ones we have on the WordPress are quite basic, all right, but they can serve your purpose, okay, at this level. If you want to get more complex or more sophisticated themes, there are quite other places apart from the WordPress themes directory, you can go to theme forests. Theme forests. Okay, here is a theme forest. Right here you can get different types of themes. All right, both free version and the paid ones. Okay, as much as you want. All right, so another place you can get it is Envato Elements. You can go to Envato Elements. Envato Elements. All right, here you are. Here is Envato Elements. You can also get different types of themes right here, okay, for your work. All right, so that's all about it on themes. So welcome to this segment. Now we're going to be looking at themes. So what are themes? The theme is like the skeleton, right? The skeleton in your WordPress website upon which you start laying your content. All right. The theme gives your website its look and feel. It gives it its appearance. And of course, you can change from one theme to another. In WordPress, you have access to hundreds of themes, right? Several hundreds of themes. And if you want other themes, there are several other locations apart from the WordPress website that you can get any kind of theme that you want to give your website the kind of look and feel that you want. All right, so in working with themes, you just go to appearance, right, and you click on themes. So here we are. Once you do that, it brings you to the themes page. As you can see, these are the themes that we have currently on our installed WordPress software. All right here you have the one that is active. You can see active 2021. Okay, and of course you can just go ahead and need to customize it immediately from here, and you have other ones here. Okay, so if you want to change the theme, right, that you currently have, what you have to do is to come here. Let's say we want to change the theme we have to this particular one, 2019. Is either you activate it immediately if you already know about it, all right, or you can click on this live preview to get a preview. All right, alternatively, you can just come here to click on theme details. Once you click on it, it will just show you the details of the theme. All right, a snapshot here, and the name, the author, and then a little overview about this particular theme. All right, so you can either activate it if you like it, or if you just want to see it first before activating it, you click on live preview. All right, so you can see it has changed the look and feel of our website. All right, it has changed the look and the feel of our website. What the theme actually does is that it changes the entire layout, right? It changes the font size, the font type, even the spaces in between the font and the different elements, right, on your website. So a whole lot of things can actually change when you use a new theme, all right? So now that you have seen the uh, this particular theme, if you think you like it, you can just go ahead and click activate and publish. Right, so it has activated it, and if you change your mind and say you want to, right, you don't want it anymore, you can just come right here to the customizer here. So you can see the previewing theme is this new one we have put here, 2021 2019. All right, if you want to change it, you can just click change here. It takes us back to the theme page at our back end. All right, and then you can now look at another one. Let's see this other one. This 20. This is one we're previewing. You can check out this one, themes detail. All right, let's see live preview. Here you go. So you can see it has changed it, the appearance of our website again. Are you seeing that now? It has changed the appearance again. Okay, so if you like what you're seeing here, you can just go ahead and activate it. All right, but I want us to use the 2019 that we have here. Okay, this is it. So, all right, this is it. So to save it, you just come here as usual, you click publish. All right, it is published. So you can see right here we have everything on our page here. Okay, now if you want to exit from the customizer, you just click on this button right here. All right, it brings us back to our back end. Okay, now all right, so let's say for example you don't like these themes that are here, you want to use another theme. Okay, you can add more themes to your WordPress by coming here. You see add new. All right, you can see add new here, so you click it, or you come down here, you see this add new and this button here, you can click on this. Okay, so once you click on it, it brings you to the themes directory in the WordPress website, which is actually attached to your software already. All right, so from here you can now look for the particular theme that you want. All right, based on how it is, and then install it. Okay, look at this one. You can preview it. So it shows you, clicking preview shows you the details of it. And if you want to install it, you just come here if you like it and click install. So now after installing, it will ask you to activate. So you just click on activate. All right, so it has actually become active. After installing it, you'll see that it is added to your theme's page, right? And then you can activate it. So let's go to the front end and see how it looks. You can see that's actually changed everything, right, on our website. Front and everything we have here has been changed. So let's go to the back, the dashboard. All right. Okay. Now another thing is, if you don't want to use the themes in your WordPress website, you can actually go to the WordPress.org, all right, and choose can come to the WordPress.org website, all right, and you come here and click on themes. Okay, so you can see those themes right here, and if you wanted to load more, you can click on load more to load a whole lot of themes. Now some of these themes are free, all right, and some are commercial, so you could choose your filter here, all right. You could choose the popular one, you could choose the latest, all right, and you could also add filters depending on what you want. You can add some filters, all right, by clicking the features that you want your theme to have. Just right click on randomly. Okay, as you click apply filters, so it will bring up the themes that have the specifications that you have actually selected. All right, so once you see the one you like, you can just go ahead and either you download it or you click on the more info to give you more info. All right, let's see this one. Click on download. To download it, it goes right into our system. It's downloading now. So once you have downloaded it, you see the file right there. So let's just refresh this. You could choose to upload the theme that you have installed directly from your themes page by coming to this place, clicking upload theme, all right, and you come here, choose file, and you go to your downloads and look for the theme you just installed. Let's look for it, Sky Spotlight. Okay, here it is. So it now comes here, then you click on install now. Okay, installing the theme. So here it is. It says theme install successfully. If you want to view it, you can click live preview. Here we go. So you can see the preview of the theme we just installed now. You can see the name there, Skyspa WordPress theme. You can see the colors have changed, the font size, everything has changed. The position of the widgets, everything has changed. So if you want to activate this, you can just go ahead and activate it. All right. And this particular theme has a pro version. So if you want to get the pro version, you can click here, get the pro version. All right. So let's go activate and publish. And go back to our dashboard. Okay, here you are. So that is about how to change your theme and install your theme on your WordPress website. Now, one more thing, if you want to get more themes, all right, or more complex themes, because the ones we have on the WordPress are quite basic, all right, but they can serve your purpose, okay, at this level. If you want to get more complex or more sophisticated themes, there are quite other places apart from the WordPress themes directory. You can go to theme forests. Okay, here is the theme forest. Right here you can get different kinds, different types of themes, all right, both free version and the paid ones, okay, as much as you want. All right, so another place you can get it is Envato Elements. You can go to Envato Elements. All right, here you are. This is Envato Elements. You can also get different types of themes right here, okay, for your work. All right, so that's all about it on themes. Hello and welcome. So in this segment, we're going to be looking at how to migrate data between your WordPress website, or in other words, how to move data from your WordPress website outside and move data into your WordPress website. Now, to do that, we have two unique tools that you can actually use to migrate data, and they are called the import and the export tools. All right, so let's look at those tools and how we use them on WordPress. First and foremost, we're going to look at exports. Okay, so when you come down here to these tools on your dashboard, you hover over it and come to export. All right, here you are. Now, when you have come to the export page, it will show you the different pages from which you can export data. You have the posts, you have the pages, and you have the media. Right, so you have the option of actually exporting from all these areas or location on your website, and you also have the option of exporting all content. All right, so let's see posts. If you want to export data from your posts, you can export from a particular category and choose the category. You can export from a particular author, you can choose that, and you can also select the start date. All right, the start date of the posts, or a post from a particular start date to a post at a particular end date. All right, and export. You can also select the data. Okay, and if you go to pages, you can select the author of the particular page. All right, and then also the start and the end date and the status as well. Now for media, you can actually select the start date and the end dates. All right, and export. Like I said, you can select all content to export. So let's see that. When you have selected the particular option that you want, you come here, download export file, and click. Okay, so it opens up a location on our system where we can download the file we have exported to, right? And it gives it the website title and also give it the date we are doing the export. So you can just click on save. All right, so just saved it there. Let's take a look at the file we have exported. Okay, there you go. So you can see it's an XML file. All right, it contains all the information about your WordPress installation. Okay, all the information about the particular data that you have exported. So you have it right here, and from here you can use it to do whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's how you do your export. So let's go ahead and check import. You want to import data from an external location into your WordPress. This is how you go about it. All right, so here we are. Now it brings us to a page which contains different locations, all right, external locations from which we can import data or items. If you have posts or comments in another system, WordPress can import those into the site. To get started, choose a system to import from below. So you have different systems, different locations from where you can import files or data into your WordPress. All right, we can choose from anyone, but let's go to WordPress down here and click install now. Okay, now it is done. Say importer installed successfully. run importer. You can do that here, or you can come here where it says run importer. All right, so you're just going to click on that and see how it works. So we'll just go ahead and choose an XML file to import. Okay, and when we're done, we'll click on upload file and import. Okay, so here we are. Now for the files we have imported, we need to assign authors to them. All right, so we can just assign authors. Either we import an author or we assign a new author. Right, if we want to create a new user, we'll just do it here. Or if we want to assign to an already existing user, you can just come here and click on the particular user, all right, that we want. Okay, same thing with this. Then come here and click on the particular user, and then when we're done, click on download and import file attachments. Just check and submit. So here we are. It has actually imported the file. So as a matter of fact, it was the data that was already in the websites which we exported before that we imported. So you can see some of them is telling you they already exist. All right. So, but it's just to demonstrate to you how you can actually do the import and the exports. Okay. Now, still on that tools section, we have this portion here that says site health. So with this particular item, we could actually know the health of our sites. Okay, so let's just go there and see how it works. Okay, here we are. So like I said, the site health gives you the status of the health of your site, telling you in which areas you have issues and what types of issues there are, and possibly what to do about them. All right, you can see here info. So this place is actually showing us the particular places we have issues. Here it says 2 critical issues, all right, and 2 recommended improvements for us to do here. Okay, let's come down here and see the past tests, because from time to time this tool actually carries out tests on your site. So let's see the past test it has carried out and the results. Now you can see them, 26 items with no issues detected. It has actually tested 26 items on our site and there was no issue detected. Okay, so I think that's it about this site health. So we still have 2 more things right here in this tools section. You have export personal data and erase personal data. So let's see export personal data. For example, you want to export your personal data from the website to another location via email. All right, you can actually use this export personal data to do that. So here you are. All you have to do is just put the username or the email address, okay, and then you confirm, and then send requests. All right, send personal data export confirmation email. So you just put your email there. And then you send requests. All right, as you can see, it says confirmation request initiated successfully. Okay, so that's for exporting personal data. And then you also have erase personal data. Let's say, for example, you are a user on the website, or you have a user on the website who is no longer a user, all right? And you want to erase the data of that person. This is the tool that is actually used to get that done. Okay, here we are. So you just put the username or email address of the person whose personal data you want to erase from the website, and then you just go ahead and send requests. Okay, so that is all about this tools session. In the next and last segment, we're going to be looking at how to customize your website via settings. Hello, and welcome to this series of training videos, how to work with WordPress. You will agree with me that we've done quite a lot, and we've come to the last segment of this training video. And in this segment, we're going to be looking at how to customize your WordPress website using the settings feature on your dashboard. Okay, so I want you to come along with me as we explore this particular brief but very, very useful feature in the WordPress software. And after we're done, I'm going to come back to wrap it up. Stay with me. Hello and welcome. So now we're going to be looking at the settings feature on our website and how to use it to customize our WordPress website. Okay, so coming here on your dashboard, you go down to this settings feature here, and then you take them one after the other. All right, we're going to be taking them one after the other to see each of these features and what we can do with them. All right, here we have general, we have writing, we have reading, we have discussion, we have media, we have permalinks, and we have privacy. All right, so let's start with the first one, general, and see what it holds and what we can use it to do on our WordPress website. Here we are. So the first thing here is the site title. All right, so here you can actually change your site title or impute your site title from here. Okay, the next one is the site tagline. All right, the site tagline, like we said before, is like your mission statement. All right, it comes after your site title, and it usually appears in the bar up here. Okay, and of course you can see our site title here, Create WordPress. All right, so when we change this, you'll see it's going to change here and also in the front end of the website. Okay, so the next thing there is the address. All right, so your address appears here, you can see it here, and the address URL, site address. This is a WordPress address URL, and this is the site address URL. So you can see here we're using our local host. Okay, then administration email address. So here I have my email address. So as an administrator, you have your own email address right here, and this is for membership. Right, you want to register someone for membership, you just click here, and then the role. If you want to set a new user, all right, you want to bring in a new user, someone to also have access to the back office and make inputs on the website. This is where you assign role to that particular individual, and we have several roles here. We have the subscriber, we have the contributor, author, editor, and administrator. So here is where you assign role for new users, and here you have your site language. Our website is currently set to the United States, that's in English. And then here you have the time zone. So here you can actually change your time zone depending on the country where you live in. All right. And then here you have the date formats. Right? You can change from one date format to the other. All right. If let's see the date formats we have on our site, and see how we can see the changes that are there when we change our date format. So let's see this post here, and let's see if we can change the date format. Right here you can see the date format. Okay, the way it is, the year comes first, the month, and then the day comes, and then you have the time. All right, let's also view it on the front end and see the format, and then we're going to change it and then go back to see the changes that have been effected. Okay, here we are. As you can see, the date format here. All right, the day, the year, the month, and the day. All right, so this is the current format right now. So let's you can see it here as well. You can see them here. So let's go and make the change, and then come back and see how it has changed. We'll now go back to our dashboard, and we'll go to general settings and the dates. So let's go see the date here, and let's change the format. All right, let's use this format where the month is written out. All right, and then you have the day and the year. So let's choose this. Click on it and come here, save changes, and then here also is the time settings. All right, this is the time format that we have there. Okay, and let's change it. You can see this PM is in small letters. All right, let's change it to this other one that is in capital letters, and we can go back and view. So we also save changes. Okay, our setting has been saved, so let's go to our post page and then view that particular post again to see the date and time format. Okay, so as you can see, the date format has changed. All right, so you can see the month is written out here in full, and then the day, then followed by the year. If you come down here, you see the time format too has also changed. Initially, we have this PM in small letters, and then we changed it to this other format with PM in capital letters. So that's what you can see right here. Okay, so that's how you change your date and time settings or format using the settings feature. All right, so let's go back to our dashboard and continue with the rest. All right, here we are. So we've seen all of this, right? Date, time format, and then also the week. Here it says the week starts on Monday, but you can change it to any day, okay, to start your week. But normally week starts on Monday, or sometimes you can even put it on Sunday, right? But actually Sunday is the first day of the week, right? But work begins on Monday, so for most people the week actually starts on Monday, so you can leave it for Monday. Okay, so that's for the general settings, right? And then next we'll go to writing. So let's see the features under writing and how to use them. Okay, here we are. So the writing features basically has to do with your posts, right, in your blog page. Okay, this is the feature you actually use to set the formats, okay, or the appearance on your blog page. Right here you have the category, so here you can set the category for the various posts on your blog page. All right, but on this website we only have two categories: new cart and uncategorized, so you can set as many categories as you want. All right, I think we did that when we were looking at posts. Okay, so here you can actually set your categories, set your tags. All right, all these categories you set will actually appear here, right, when you come to this writing setting. Okay, and then here is the post format. You can set the post format, okay, either standard or aside or chart or gallery, link, image, or quotes or status, video, audio. All right, so your post format can actually be set here. The default format can be set here. All right, this one is set to quotes. You can leave it as standard. Okay, and the next we have the post via email. So here you can decide to send your post or to upload your post via your email. All right, so here you use the email server, the login name, and then the password, and then the mail category, the default category to which the posts that you send via mail are going to be placed. Okay, so you can choose it here. All right, then of course you have update services here. Okay, so when you've set your writing settings here, then you can now save your changes. Okay, there's really not much to this writing setting, just about your blog posts. Then the next we'll go to reading. Let's check that out and see what it holds. Now reading has to do with the appearance of the write-ups on your page. Okay, so the first one here is the home page display. Here you can set which page displays on your home page or your landing page, right? You can set your latest posts to be your home page, or you can choose any particular page, all right, on your website to be displayed as your home page. All right, so you can choose either of this. Okay, and then the home page here, you can set which page, all right, to be your home page. And for the post page, you can actually choose the page you want your posts to go to, and of course that should be our blog page. All right, so uh, when you have created your blog page, it's going to appear here, and then you choose it, then it's going to be here. So when you upload the post, it's going to go to your blog page. And then next, blog pages show at most uh, 10 posts. So this is the number of posts your blog pages are going to hold. You can set it here, you can increase it, you can decrease it as many or as few as you want. All right, then the feeds to show how many of your most recent posts to show. It says syndication feeds show most recent. All right, so how many items do you want to show on your post feed? So you can set it here. Now for each post in the feed, include full text or excerpt. So you can include the full text of your post, your blog post, or excerpt. Excerpt is like a summary or an abstract, right, of your blog posts. Then also here you have search engine visibility. You want to ensure that this is not checked, right, because you want search engines to be able to find your website. It says discourage search engines from indexing the site. So you do not want to do that, to ensure that this is unchecked. All right, so that search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, they can all find your website, so that people can be able to reach your website. Okay, so when you're done with your setting, then you save changes, right? So that's about it with this reading setting. It has to do with the appearance of your write-ups, okay, on your site. So next, let's go to discussion. Okay, so here we are. Under discussions, this is a feature where we used to set the communication, all right, especially as regards to your posts, all right. Set the features for comments and also for notifications using this particular feature. The first one here is attempt to notify any blogs linked to from the post. You can set that here, you can check it. Then allow link notification from other blogs, so you can check it. Allow people to submit comments on new posts, you can check that. And other settings, comment author must fill out name and email, you can set that if you want. Other users must be registered and logged in to comment, you can check that if you want. Automatically close comments on posts older than so and so number of days, you can set the number of days, all right, you want comments about a post to be closed, all right. Show comment cookies in check boxes, allowing comment auto cookies to be set. Cookies are actually files that your website sends to the devices of your users, those who visit your website. All right, those files allow your website to be able to store information about your visitors and also recognize them anytime they visit. It also stores information about their preferences, all right, so that it can show them more of the information that they are looking for, and they don't have to navigate the whole website to actually get what they're looking for. And it also lets them be able to have access to your site without actually having to log in again and all that. So you want to set that because it could be useful. And then here, enable threaded nested comments. So can check that if you want. Break comment into pages with so and so number, top level comment per page, and last page displayed by default. So you can check all that if you want. Email me whenever anyone posts a comment. The comment is held for moderation. You can check or uncheck that as you want. Before a comment appears, comment must be manually approved. So you want to check that, all right? You want to check that, or if you like, you can leave it unchecked. Okay. Comment author must have a previously approved comment. So it's up to you as the admin. You can check it or you can leave it unchecked. Comment moderation. Hold a comment in the queue if it contains 2 or more links. So you can have that feature here. Okay, so to disallow comment keys, you can do all that here. And then here we have the avatar. Your avatar is more or less like your pictures. Okay, the image that is displayed when you post a comment or when you appear, your name appears on the website. All right, as you can see here, you have my avatar here as the site admin. Avatar is a profile picture that you have there. It usually appears next to your comment or where your name appears. So you can choose whichever one you want to use as your avatar. Mystery person, you can leave it blank. Gravatar logo, Identicon, Wavevatar, Monster, Retro. So you can use any of this as your avatar, but it's more professional to use your picture, all right, as avatar. Okay, so that is for discussion. Next is media. Let's see the items in the media feature and what it holds. All right, so here we are. The media settings enables you to set the size, okay, of your file types, all right, and how to upload those files on your website. Okay, we have the thumbnail size, we have the medium size, we have the large size. So using this keys, you can set the width and the height, okay, for the thumbnail size, all right, and then crop thumbnail to exact dimensions. You can check this or you can leave it unchecked. Okay, and then this is for the medium size. You can set the maximum width and the maximum height. And then for the large size, you can also do the same here. Okay, and then for uploading files, you can organize uploads into month and year based folders. So you want to leave that checked. All right, this helps for proper organization of your files, your media files. Okay, so that's all there is to it on the media setting. Next, we'll go to permalinks. Okay, here we are. Permalinks helps, the permalink setting helps to set the URL, all right, for your website and for your pages. Okay, so we have different options here. We have plain, day and name, month and name, numeric, post name, custom structure. Okay, for the plain, you just have your site and then the site name, all right, and then a short alphanumeric code here, all right. Then for the day and name, you have the site address, then you have the name, the day, and also the name of the posts. Okay, I think this is the one that we have set right now. You can see it here. Okay, site address, and then the date and name. Okay, so let's change this to post name, where we just have the site address and the posts. All right, so let's check this. Let's check what we have now, and then let's come and change it and see how it goes. Let's look at the posts. Let's go to posts, all posts. All right, as you can see here, we have this permalink here showing the site address, and then you have the day that this post was done, and then you have the name of the post. Here it says hello world. Okay, so that's the feature right here. Okay, but now let's change it to this other one and see what happens. Okay, so change here, and then save changes. Right, so we'll do that here, then save changes. Here you can see that the permalink has changed to the one we set. All right, we have the site address here, and then we have the post name. I think this one is more cool because it's shorter. All right, so we want to leave it at that. All right, so let's go back. Okay, so here we are. Now the rest is the custom structure. You can set a custom structure, all right, how you want the permalink to appear. Apart from these ones we have that is itemized here, you can set how you want yours to be by customizing it. And we also have available tags here that you can choose from. Okay, and then if you like, you may enter custom structure for your category and tag URLs. You can also set that here. When you're done, you save changes. Okay, so the last item here we have on this settings feature is privacy. So let's check it out and see what it holds. All right, here we are. So the privacy setting helps you to set your site to be adaptable or to align with international laws. Okay, depending on the laws in the countries that your site will be viewed from. So here it says, as a site owner, you may need to follow national or international privacy laws. For example, you may need to create and display a privacy policy. If you already have a privacy policy page, please select it below. If not, please create one. So you have to create your privacy policy. Okay, you can create your own if you do not have, and if you already have, you just set the particular page. Okay, and use this page. All right, so if you want to see policy guide, you just click here to see the policy guide to be able to create yours. Where WordPress has a policy guide that is here to guide you in creating your policy. Okay, so you can just look that up here. Okay, this guides you on how to create yours, then the policy itself. All right, so you can use it as a guide in creating yours. Okay, or if you already have yours, you just put it up there. All right, and you are good to go. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this segment, and I hope you learned quite a lot from it. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. So we have finally come to the end of this series video training on working with WordPress. I hope you learned a lot. We've talked about a whole lot of things, touching virtually every aspect of the dashboard, all the items and the features you have on your dashboard that you can actually use to manage your content on your WordPress website and customize your website. Okay, so we have come to the end, and I hope you will not stop here, because the essence of this training video is to show you what exactly you need to do and how to do it, and the onus is upon you to watch this video again and again and practice. All right, because it's only through practice that you can become perfect. Watch the video over and over again and apply it. Apply the things that you have seen being demonstrated so far, and you'll find that your competency in using the WordPress software will continually to increase. All right, so till I see you in the next video, it's peace from here. Thank you.